If you own a home in Cape Town and you've been wondering if now is a good time to sell, then you have to watch this video. Because right now in Cape Town in 2026, the property market is at a level where, quite frankly, most homeowners just would dream about. And the crazy thing is that most people that could be cashing in on this time have absolutely no idea. Hi, welcome back. My name is Saud with Team Adnaan Jacobs Estate Agents, and in the description there is a link where you can click on to get a free, no obligation, no strings attached home evaluation, just pure numbers for you to know how much your property is worth in the current market. In this video, I'm going to break down what exactly is going on in our market right now, what this means for your home's value, and 3 things you need to know before you even think about listing. Let me start off with a number that genuinely surprised me when I looked at it recently. In Cape Town, the absorption rate is 98%. This is specifically talking about in the residential market. Now, for those of you that might not be familiar with the term, absorption rate basically means the amount of properties or the properties that are listed on the market versus how much of it sells. So if we've got a 98% absorption rate, that means that 98% of the homes that come into the market, if it's listed at the correct price, get sold. That is a fantastic rate, and quite frankly, it's something that we haven't seen in a long time. What we can see is that, simply put, there are just not enough houses to sell to the amount of buyers that there are in the market. And this is typically referred to as a seller's market. And right now in Cape Town, we are seeing one of the strongest seller's markets that we've seen in a very long time. Now, you might ask, why is this happening? So, firstly, interest rates. For a while, South Africa had fairly high interest rates and has now gradually been cutting down over the past, I'd say about a year or so. And now that we've come to the point that we are at the moment, a lot of buyers have started coming into the market. There were a lot of buyers that were sitting on the sidelines that are now actively looking because the interest rates have come down. Secondly, Cape Town has become one of the most in-demand cities, not only just in South Africa, but in the world as well. It might not rank in the same tier economically as, let's say, London or New York, for example, but when it comes to lifestyle, Cape Town ranks quite high. Thirdly, inventory is critically low. There just simply isn't enough new listings coming onto the market to keep up with the buyer demand. What happens is when a well-priced listing does come onto the market, it goes pretty fast. As a matter of fact, in our team's experience in the northern suburbs and the southern suburbs as well, we've seen homes selling within 2 weeks if it's priced correctly, sometimes within 1 week. So what does this mean for you as the homeowner sitting at home watching this video right now? It means a few very important things. Namely, number one, your home is almost certainly worth more than you think it is. It's right now, at least. A lot of people have a price in their mind that they think their home is worth based on what they paid for the home, what their municipal valuation is, or even what their neighbor might have sold for a year or two ago. The thing is, the market where we are currently in now has shifted drastically. Homes that are selling for right now maybe wouldn't have sold for the same amount 3 or even 2 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago, that price would have been ambitious, but now it's achievable. Number two, the buyers are ready right now. One of the most frustrating things that can happen when selling your home is putting it on the market and not getting enough attention, not getting enough interested people walking through the door. That's just not the problem right now. The problem is that we don't have enough listings. So when a property is well presented, well priced, you have enormous leverage. Number three, property markets are cyclical. High demand, high buyer interest, low inventory, this window won't last forever. We've been in markets through the 25% interest rates in the 1990s, the 2008 market crash, COVID as well. And I'm saying this not to create panic, but because I think everybody deserves to have an experienced, open and honest perspective about what's happening in the market right now. Now, let's talk about the 3 things that you need to know before you even consider selling. Thing number 1, pricing. Pricing is so important and it's way more complicated than you might think. Now, in the current market where we have a strong seller's market, it can be very tempting to overprice and simply come down, But that, unfortunately, in our experience, and most agents will tell you the same thing, is not really a good idea. The reason for this is if you overprice and you're going to attract the wrong buyers, the property is going to sit on the market, it's going to become stigmatized. People are going to ask what's wrong with the property, not what's wrong with the price. And eventually you're going to need to make successive reductions in price. And most of the time you end up selling for less than what you would have got if you priced correctly from the beginning. Our approach is different. We use our in-depth market knowledge. For example, I know Guru like it's the back of my hand. This, in combination with real-time AI tools, we combine this to create a system that gives us a 98% listing to selling price ratio. In other words, if we tell you you're going to get 2 million, you're going to get 2 million or 98% of that 2 million. Now, that's not guesswork, that's a system. And we use that system to give us the same repeated good results every time. Okay, so thing number 2 is marketing, and this is where most agents actually fail. Most agents will put a for sale board in front of the house and ad on property 24 at most and just leave it there. That's not marketing, that's a listing. We use a multi-channel approach. We use professional photography. We make use of showers boards, YouTube. That's where we're on right now, I'm guessing. WhatsApp to drive buyers to our website and see the property, or to Property 24. We make use of social media content. We do paid advertising on Property 24. We don't just use normal ads. We also make use of video email. We send out a monthly newsletter to our database and so much more. As a matter of fact, by the time your property hits the property portals, there should already be a list of interested buyers that are waiting in anticipation to see the photos from us. And that's what we do. And that is the difference between a listing and marketing. Thing number 3, you need somebody that is going to fight for you. Selling your home is not just a simple transaction. It's one of the biggest financial decisions you'll probably ever make in your life. And when it comes to selling a home, there's 100 different things that can go wrong. Financing falling through, price negotiation, with property valuation objections from the bank. There's so many things. When you work with our team, you get the full experience. I will be driving listing activity and keeping buyers engaged, while my dad Adnaan will be leading strategy and handling negotiations personally. You'll also receive a weekly seller update. You get a full team for the price of one agent. You get our 90-day performance guarantee. If we don't sell your home within 90 days, then we'll sell it for free. Terms and conditions apply, of course, but that's how confident we are in our process. If you'd like a Tape Down 2026 property market report, click on the link in the description below and we'll send it through to you.